Amidst the rumbling sound of drilling machines and the lingering smell of lime mortar, there are workers who not only work with their hands, but also with bold ideas that make the whole construction site amazed. From unique initiatives, ways of handling difficult situations to individual working styles, all converge in moments that are both genuine and impressive. Join us in the world of daring thoughts, where creativity and labor power blend together, creating stories that cannot be missed. On the dusty and noisy construction site, each guy appeared like an artist on his own stage. One skillfully rotated the hammer in his hand, working while performing like a gentle but precise circus act. Another guy, with just a few lightning-fast movements, neatly cut large iron bars, making his colleagues around him exclaim in amazement. What a bold idea! How did those guys come up with that way of working? Poor guy, his shoes had a broken sole, but he still had to glue them back on and continue wearing them. On the roof of the house under construction, two workers stood firmly like the pillars of the entire structure. Their hands tightly gripped the thick rope, their muscles tensing as they pulled together. Their eyes were absolutely focused, coordinating each movement as if they had practiced it hundreds of times. Below, the colleague was struggling to carry a large and heavy package, climbing up the temporary ladder step by step. Every time he wobbled a little, the rope was pulled taut in time, helping to keep his balance and reduce the weight. The rhythmic shouts of 1, 2, pull, rang out, drowning out the sound of the drill, and finally, the package and the worker safely set foot on the roof, with sighs of relief and a few high fives in celebration. In the scorching sun of the construction site, the worker bent down, both hands tightly gripping the handle of the wheelbarrow loaded with cement. The tiny wheels grinded against the rough slope, making a creaking sound as if groaning. Sweat rolled down his forehead, his shirt was soaked, but his eyes remained steadfast. Each push was a time when his muscles were stretched to the limit, his feet pressed hard against the ground to gain momentum. Oof. In the middle of the dusty construction yard, a man was carefully tying a thick rope to a pile of heavy iron. He looped the rope around each bar, knotting it like a marine, then double-checked to make sure nothing had come loose. With everything in place, he walked over to the pickup truck, which was already running. The other end of the rope was hooked to the tow hitch behind the truck. The engine roared, and the wheels began to roll slowly, dragging the pile of iron along the ground, making a rustling sound mixed with the sound of metal clashing. What are those two guys doing? In the middle of a narrow construction site with all kinds of materials lying around, a worker sat behind the wheel of a large truck, his face calm and his eyes focused. His hands gently turned the wheel, adjusting each tight corner while keeping the truck bed from hitting any obstacles. Instead of having to carry or drag it, he just needed to push it lightly and the tile would slide smoothly on the floor, thanks to the smooth rotating mini wheels. The colleagues standing around were surprised, some even tried to push it and burst out laughing because it was too light. In the construction area, a group of workers gathered around a large metal frame covered with rotating shafts, gears and shiny scrapers. In the middle of a hot afternoon, a truck loaded with wood that almost reached the roof of the cabin was preparing to pass the rough slope of the construction site. Inside the cabin, the driver gripped the steering wheel tightly, his eyes focused like a racer at the starting line. The engine roared loudly, each wheel gripped the gravel road. The driver skillfully released the clutch, increased the throttle at the right rhythm, so that the car had enough power without skidding. Oh no! Can these two guys do it? Look at how they made the wall more beautiful with patterns. Their way of doing it is so smart. On the rocky ground, two workers were struggling with metal barriers that were taller than their heads. One held the frame, trying to keep it upright, while the other bent down to tighten the bolts to the base. does it feel to be sitting on that tree? Why don't they use a ladder and challenge themselves like that? Look at how he concentrates on cutting the iron plates in the right place. His diligence is commendable. Oh no! That car was so careless. Why did it drive into a place that had just been finished? Wow! A lotus leaf rice bowl, so creative. Look at how he folds these beautiful cardboard boxes, so skillful. What a cool chef who made it. Smart tools help workers work less hard and increase work efficiency significantly. The hard-working worker, despite the hot sun, still tried to complete his tasks well. Look at him trying to show off his power. It's funny.